Day 9? Day 9. This is our day that we're cruising in the. What's that thing called?
I was told not to speak.
Oh, you brat.
I was told I talk too much.
The In Canal.
The In Canal. It is the Inside Passage.
Inside Passage. So, yeah, we slept in. The time changed.
Yeah, push forward an hour.
Yeah, pushed for an hour last night before we went to bed. And then we got up. We kind of slept in, which is kind of cool. Kind of nice. Chilled and took it easy day. Went and had breakfast, but we ate on the outside.
It was a beautiful day.
Beautiful day. We were sitting there eating, and somebody shouted out, "Oh, there's a well!" So we saw another well. That was pretty cool, pretty exciting. We didn't get a picture, of course, but memory. I saw it with my own eyes, so it was pretty cool. And then we just chilled. Such fuck. Let's see, what else did we do? We got walking around, hanging out, came back here for a little bit, kind of look at the balcony, see if we could see anything out the balcony. We didn't see much, and then we walked around on top. David had to fill out another paper because we're bringing food in Canada. I bringing food in, some stuff that I've got from catch again, some salmon. So, okay, whatever. So then for the paperwork out, and then we walked around.
And we were going back to the top to go look for more whales. When
we ran into a couple, elderly couple, and they noticed our shirts, and they were like, "Oh, another G people. This is pretty cool." So we started talking, and come to find out, she is from my hometown, Sumter, South Carolina. So we got to talking, and we was like, "Oh, do you care if we sit and talk with you for lunch?" And we sat and talked with them. That was really interesting. In a small world, we found a couple that's from Sumter, South Carolina. That was really neat. We sat and talked. I found out some cool, interesting things. I have to ask my mom if one of my uncles had driven a bus back in the day.
Yeah, because he hit her.
He accidentally hit her.
Poor lady was in a wheelchair, and no, she wasn't. No, that's terrible.
She was fine. I wasn't bad, but yeah, she was telling me, I didn't want to say, it's not a great story, but that's what happened. So, and then after we ate with them and sat and chat with them, we took a picture with them so we can find out and ask other people if they know them. And then we're going to do the same thing when they go back for an anniversary up there at Concord Presbyterian Church there in Sumter. And then we walked around a little bit more, went up top, and somebody else said they saw a well. We were looking, and we didn't really see any up at top. So we kept walking around, and then David had to go down to check in for our rental for tomorrow. So when we arrive in Vancouver, we can get our rental.
Yeah, I made a big mistake.
So I was like, okay, I'm getting cold. Is he coming back here? Did he leave me up here? So I went down and I just sat in one of the chairs in the lounge and just sat there for a little bit and chilled. I didn't see anything but the binoculars out there. So I was like, yeah, let's just go back to the room, hang out in the room. So we came back to the room. So chilling out in the room and stuff. So
you took a nap, did you?
Huh?
Did you take a nap today, or was that yesterday?
No, did not take a nap. Just chilled. Got on our balcony, and David was still dealing with the people with the car rental. And I'm looking, and then he bumped me on the arm.
Yeah, I'm pointing.
He's pointing.
And I'm on the phone with the rental company, or with the rental company, because I messed up, and I'm And I turn around and she's looking the other way, and I'm like, pow, pow. Like, because I'm talking to the guy and I'm trying not to make too much conversation.
So and of course we saw another whale. Came up and down, and spouting the water out of his spout. And then we saw another one with stuff, like 2, 3 of them.
Yeah, we had at least 4 today, if not more. I'll say this about cruising the Inside Passage. So, didn't realize this until now. But so the Inside Passage is pretty long. It takes probably hours to do. Probably, I don't know, 6 to 10 hours, I'm assuming. And we only got to see like the first maybe 10th of it because the sun set so early. I mean, I say so early. I mean, it set about 7:30, but so like right now we just looked out the balcony, and you can see we've got a pretty big moon, and so you can see the silhouette of the mountains, and they're really close. Like the land's really close, but we can't see anything. So I would suggest, if you want to cruise the Inside Passage and try to see as much as you can, you book it during a summer month so that it's pretty much light the whole time, or light most of the day or most of the night, and you just have to get up, or stay up overnight and watch. But that's probably the only downside for today. We did see a lot of whales. We think we saw some seals. Ash doesn't think they were seals, but I'm pretty sure they were seals.
I think it pretty much they were seals.
That was cool. They were jumping out the water.
Yeah.
But they were real far away. But yeah, just a side note, or a note for us, if we ever do this again, if the Inside Passage is something you want to see in like its entirety or the majority of it, definitely do it in the summer month, because the cruises, so this is our last day. So at first I thought you would just do it your first day, and so you cruise through, but your first day you don't start until I think 7:00. That's what time we started from Anchorage or from Whittier.
Yeah.
And I think it's the same going back up. So if you start at 7:00, you probably don't even get to see hardly any of it because you're going through it at night. So that's the only downside. I kind of had some high hopes of just sitting on the balcony all day and trying to look for animals, but and which we did, but we weren't in the part that gets really narrow. So just a little bit anticlimactic, but I mean, I can't complain. We can't complain. The weather's been perfect. And like I said, we saw like 4 whales. We saw sea lions again on the shore, not in the water.
Yeah.
We saw sea lions. We saw seals jumping out of the water. We saw probably 5 or 6 whales.
Yeah.
And we actually saw them. We didn't see any whales jump, unfortunately, and we didn't see any whale tails, but we did see them not only when they breathed to get air, but we also saw them a few times when they came up and rolled over. Not rolled over, but went up and went down. So we saw them actually break the surface of the water today a few times, which was nice.
Yeah, that was really nice.
We're all packed and ready to go, with the exception of a few things. I'll say this, and I meant to mention it before. This one's hilarious when we go eat, because at least half the time, if not 75% of the time, her appetizer is French onion soup. Isn't it?
Yes.
That's what it was.
Yes.
I'm like, you have all these different things to choose from, and you keep choosing the same thing. And she's like, I just love it. So we went tonight. We went a little early tonight when they opened, and we went down there, and I was like, what are you getting for your appetizer? And she's like, and I go, oh, I know what you're getting. You're getting French onion soup. And she goes, no, not tonight. I'm going to get this. And I was like, what have you done with my wife?
Yeah, I changed it up.
Yeah, she
I
changed
got
it
the
up.
same thing he
Probably because I called her out.
yeah.
That's the only reason she changed it up. Probably. If I hadn't said anything, she'd have got French onion soup. What else? It was a nice, just chill day.
Chill day. Really nice.
Which was good. There wasn't a lot of activities going on the ship. In fact, we were in one of the rooms, one of the lounges that was supposed to have something go on, and they canceled it because nobody really showed up for it. So pretty much everybody was just chill. A lot of people in the pool today. Well, I say a lot. Oh well, the hot tubs were full. And then there's probably, I don't know, there's probably 20 people, 20, 25 people down at the pool, either in the hot tubs or in the pool, which doesn't sound like a lot when you have 2,000 people on board, but when it's only been like 2 or 3 people or 4 people down there, I mean, it was a decent amount of people. We saw people laying out. Today it was warmer. I would say it was probably mid 50s, maybe even 60s.
Yeah.
Lower 60s today. It was really nice. Now it's gotten cold again. But so what was your well, we got 2 more days. We're going to try to post 3 more days technically. Tomorrow in Vancouver, and then Tuesday all day in Vancouver, and then Wednesday flight home.
Yeah.
But up to now, what was your most favorite thing that we did of everything?
Everything.
We were talking about at dinner.
I say it was the walk and Anchorage and the glacier and Juneau and the waterfall.
Yeah, you said at the dinner you really like the waterfall.
Yeah.
I would say, so it's a tough one for me. I'm a little surprised you didn't say the whales though, but
yeah.
It's a little tough one for me because we've been on this cruise for this long. But I think I agree with Ashley. The hike that we did the first day in Anchorage was probably my most favorite thing that we did. But as I told her at dinner, it's kind of it's hard to compare that to everything else we did because almost everything else we did was planned and that was unplanned. So it was a surprise because she decided she wanted to try it at the last minute. And so I didn't even know. And it was the most difficult thing that we tried to do on the trip. So it was the most challenging. So I believe that's probably why I say that's my favorite. If I had to take that out because that's a little biased because everything else was planned out or most of it, I would probably say without that, definitely something on our Juneau day, I would say. Probably hiking to, oh, you know what? I might have to back that up. The woods in Ketchikan were absolutely stunning. It would be torn from the hike that we did, the little hike we did in Ketchikan, and we could have gone further, which would have been really nice. So for me, it'd be either Ketchikan or probably the hike down to Nugget Falls. Really pretty. Lot of bald eagles. Lot of it was just absolutely fantastic. So probably one of those. What thing would you change on the cruise if we could have changed anything? If you could have done anything different, what would you have done?
If we could have done anything different and we had the money to do it, I would have said to do the little plane ride.
What kind of plane?
Plane that can land on the water.
Yeah, that's definitely.
They look really cool.
I would say that's probably the same for me.
If we ever do this again, that was something I would like to see let them do. I don't know how much it is. I don't know how expensive it is, but
it's expensive, I'm sure.
If we do if we do this again, that was something I would like to do.
Yeah, I would agree with that. That would be my biggest thing. Would be if we, everything else was pretty good. maybe a little bit more planning for Skagway, but most things were closed. So, but I'd still rather do a seaplane than probably do the train ride at Skagway. Honestly,
Yeah.
I would say that would probably be my number one. I will say this. I think. How do you think the rental cars at the ports worked out?
They worked out really good.
Juneau and Ketchikan?
Yeah, they've been really awesome.
Yeah, I think it really worked out. For what we wanted to do, there was a lot we wanted to see. Now, Juneau, we might have been able to squeeze everything in Juneau with the public transportation, or if we took a Uber, possibly. There was a couple that, well, I technically don't know how they got there, but I assume they took public transportation up there. So we were coming back from our hike at Nugget Falls when they were arriving. So that means they were about an hour and a half behind us, roughly. So maybe 2 hours at the most, which is a lot. I guess that is a lot of time, but we at Juneau, we got back on the boat a little early, so we were done with everything we wanted to do a little early anyway. So it would probably cut it close, but it just freed us up so much to doing Turo and renting the cars, and it really just freed us up so much. It was so nice. So, well, we did one at, yeah, we just did two.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, just a heads up, anybody that may watch this, definitely consider, if you're not doing excursions, definitely consider renting a car and going off the beaten path. Ketchikan, go off the beaten path. Don't just do Creek Street. Don't just do the shops and the tourist stuff right there at the port, or where they drop you off from the port, depending on which port you're in. Definitely go on a hike. Go out to the places we went, and it's definitely spectacular. You're going to see a lot more, be able to do a lot more, and have better experiences, in my opinion. So, we'll let you know how it goes tomorrow. We get to see our Airbnb, and we're going to hang out in Vancouver most of the day. Oh, got some spectacular pictures on my big camera of whales and the moon and the sunset. I couldn't quite get the shot that I wanted, which was, I really wanted a portrait shot of a whale with the sunset, mountains, and the moon. So the whale was over here, the moon and the mountains were over here, and the sunset was over here. So they were all in the same shot, landscaped. I really wanted that portrait shot with the whale, sunset, mountains, and moon, but didn't get it. That's okay. Yeah. Until next time, possibly.
Yeah.
So, but didn't get that National Geographic shot, but mine are pretty good. I'm satisfied with them. We'll see how they look on a big screen. So I'm satisfied on the little screen. We'll see how the big screen looks.
Yeah.
Am I talking too much again? Yeah, she said yeah.
All
right, well,
for tonight.
What?
I said that's it for tonight.
Oh yeah, I was watching the video earlier last night. Oh, she was so done. It was hilarious. You gotta look at day 8, the last 30 seconds. She's like, yeah. See you later. Yeah. That's all she said. So,
well, it's been a great week, great day. So, looking forward to it tomorrow. Looking forward to see Vancouver. So.
I thought you said see Big Goober.
Oh, Vancouver.
I was like, who's Big Goober? Oh, we were playing Dory today. We were talking to the whales.
Yeah.
Can you come up to the boat? Everybody was kind of looking at us like, what is going on with them? I was like, jump out of the water, please. Can we see your whale tail? She was doing it too.
That was.
I'm not the only dork. I made her a dork. She might have groomed me after 25 years and got me in line, but I turned her into a dork. So it's a two-way street.
Hey.
And she enjoys it.
If it works to try to get the wheels to come up, anything works.
Do what?
I said if it would help to get the wheels to come up.
Oh, to get the whales to come up. I thought you said get the wheels to come up. I'm like,
the wheels.
All right, we're gonna go because we tired. Well, she tired. I ain't tired. I want to get a spotlight and put out there and find me some more whales. But y'all have a good night, and
We'll post tomorrow.
we'll do our best to post tomorrow. Yeah.